Hey there, my amazing English learners. Welcome back to English with Aurora, and oh my goodness, do I have something special for you today. You know what? I was having coffee with my friend Sarah yesterday, and she told me something that absolutely broke my heart. She said, Aurora, I've been studying English for 3 years, but when I try to have real conversations, I sound like a robot reading from a textbook. Does this sound familiar to you? Here's the thing that most English teachers won't tell you. Knowing grammar and vocabulary is just the beginning. What separates beginners from truly confident speakers are those smart, natural expressions that native speakers use every single day. And today, I'm going to share with you 50 of the most powerful expressions that will transform the way you speak English forever. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew all the words, but you just couldn't express yourself naturally? Maybe you wanted to show excitement, or politely disagree, or smoothly change a topic, but you ended up sounding awkward or formal. Well, my friend, those days are about to be over. These aren't just any expressions. These are the secret weapons that will make you sound like you've been speaking English your entire life. I've carefully selected each one based on 20 years of teaching experience and thousands of conversations with students just like you. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's transform your English together. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of expressions that will make native speakers think, wow, this person really knows English. Let's start with expressions that show agreement and enthusiasm, because who doesn't want to sound genuinely excited and engaged in conversations? Expression number 1, absolutely. This isn't just saying yes. When someone asks, do you think this movie is worth watching? And you respond with absolutely, you're showing strong agreement with energy. It's so much more powerful than just saying, yes, I do. I remember my student Maria used this in a job interview when they asked if she was ready for challenges. Instead of saying, yes, I am, she said, absolutely. The interviewer's face lit up immediately. She got the job and later told me that single word made her sound confident and enthusiastic. Expression number 2, you bet. This is incredibly American and shows enthusiastic agreement. When your colleague asks, are you coming to the team lunch? Responding with you bet makes you sound friendly and eager. Compare that to yes, I will come, see the difference. Expression number 3, I couldn't agree more. Perfect for professional situations or when you want to show strong support for someone's opinion. Last week, during a business meeting, when someone suggested a great idea, I said, I couldn't agree more. It showed I was actively listening and fully supportive. Now, let's talk about expressions for when you need to politely disagree or show a different perspective. This is where many learners struggle because they're afraid of sounding rude. Expression number 4, I see your point, but. This is diplomatic gold. You acknowledge the other person's viewpoint before presenting yours. Instead of saying, no, you're wrong, try, I see your point, but I think there might be another way to look at this. Expression number 5, I'm not so sure about that. Much softer than I disagree and perfect for casual conversations. When someone says something you question, this expression keeps the conversation friendly while expressing doubt. Expression number 6, actually, I think. This gently redirects the conversation to your perspective. The word actually softens what comes next and makes you sound thoughtful rather than argumentative. Here's where it gets really interesting. Let's explore expressions that help you buy time when you need to think. Every fluent speaker uses these. Expression number 7, that's a great question. This buys you precious thinking time while complimenting the person asking. In presentations or meetings, this makes you sound composed and thoughtful. Expression number 8, let me think about that for a second. Honest and natural. Native speakers use this all the time instead of just staying silent while thinking. Expression number 9. You know what? This is a fantastic conversation starter when you want to add something or change direction. You know what? I just remembered something that might help. Now, let's talk about expressions that make you sound incredibly natural in casual conversations. Expression number 10. No way. Shows surprise or disbelief in a friendly way. When someone tells you surprising news, no way, sounds so much more natural than I cannot believe it. Expression number 11. Tell me about it. This shows you completely understand and relate to what someone is saying. When your friend complains about traffic, tell me about it, shows empathy and shared experience. Expression number 12. You're kidding me. Another way to express surprise that sounds incredibly native-like. The tone can show either positive or negative surprise. Let me share something crucial about conversation flow. These next expressions will help you navigate conversations like a native speaker. Expression number 13. Speaking of which. Perfect for connecting topics smoothly. I love Italian food. Speaking of which, have you tried that new restaurant downtown? Expression number 14. That reminds me. Natural way to bring up related stories or information. Conversations flow beautifully when you use this. Expression number 15. By the way. Introduces additional information or changes topics casually. The meeting went well. By the way, did you finish the report? Here's something that will instantly upgrade your English. Expressions that show you're really listening and engaged. Expression number 16. Go on. Encourages someone to continue their story. Shows you're genuinely interested. Expression number 17. I hear you. Shows understanding and empathy. It's more engaging than just saying, I understand. Expression number 18. Fair enough. Acknowledges someone's point, even if you don't completely agree. Very diplomatic and mature. Now, let's cover expressions for offering help and showing consideration. These will make you sound incredibly thoughtful. Expression number 19. Let me know if you need anything. Much more natural than, please tell me if you require assistance. Expression number 20. I'm here for you. Shows support and availability. Perfect for both professional and personal situations. Expression number 21. Don't hesitate to ask. Warm and welcoming, way to offer ongoing help. Here comes a game-changer section. Expressions for professional situations that will make you sound competent and collaborative. Expression number 22. I appreciate your patience. So much better than thank you for waiting. Shows professionalism and consideration. Expression number 23. Let's touch base on this. Professional way to suggest continuing a discussion later. Much smoother than we will talk about this again. Expression number 24. I'll look into it. Professional way to say you'll investigate something. Shows initiative and responsibility. Expression number 25. Keep me in the loop. Asks to be included in ongoing updates. Very common in business English. Now, here's where your English will really shine. Expressions that show sophistication in your thinking and communication. Expression number 26. It's a matter of perspective. Shows you understand that different viewpoints exist. Sounds incredibly mature and thoughtful. Expression number 27. There's more to it than that. Indicates complexity in a situation. Shows depth of thinking. Expression number 28. It depends on how you look at it. Similar to the previous one, but slightly more casual. Shows you consider multiple angles. Let's talk about expressions that help you handle difficult or awkward situations gracefully. Expression number 29. I'd rather not say. Polite way to avoid sharing information without being rude. Expression number 30. Let's agree to disagree. Mature way to end a disagreement respectfully when consensus isn't possible. Expression number 31. I'm not comfortable with that. Clear boundary setting that's firm but polite. Here are expressions that will make your storytelling and descriptions incredibly engaging. Expression number 32. Believe it or not. Great way to introduce surprising information. Makes stories more captivating. Expression number 33. The thing is. Perfect for explaining the real issue or getting to the point of your story. Expression number 34. What happened was. Natural way to begin explaining a situation or story. Now, let's explore expressions that show enthusiasm and positive energy. Expression number 35. I'm all for it. Shows strong support for an idea or plan, much more energetic than I agree. Expression number 36. Count me in. Enthusiastic way to join something. Shows eagerness and positivity. Expression number 37. Sounds like a plan. Shows agreement with proposed action, upbeat and collaborative. Here are expressions for when things don't go as expected, but you want to stay positive. Expression number 38. It is what it is. Shows acceptance of a situation that can't be changed. Very philosophical and mature. Expression number 39. Better safe than sorry. Explains choosing the cautious option. Shows wisdom and foresight. Expression number 40. Everything happens for a reason. Shows optimism even in difficult situations. Demonstrates philosophical thinking. Let's cover expressions that make you sound incredibly supportive and encouraging. Expression number 41. You've got this. Modern, encouraging expression that shows confidence in someone's abilities. Expression number 42. I believe in you. Powerful way to show support and faith in someone. Expression number 43. Don't give up. Classic encouragement that never goes out of style. Here are expressions that help you navigate social situations with grace. Expression number 44. Thanks for having me. Perfect for when you're leaving someone's home or event. Shows appreciation. Expression number 45. I hope to see you soon. Warm way to end conversations that suggests future contact. Expression number 46. Take care. Friendly, caring way to say goodbye that shows you care about the person's well-being. Finally, let's finish with expressions that show wisdom and maturity in your communication. Expression number 47. Time will tell. Shows patience and understanding that some things need time to develop. Expression number 48. Actions speak louder than words. Classic expression that shows you value substance over promises. Expression number 49. Practice makes perfect. Encouraging reminder about the importance of consistent effort. Expression number 50. Every cloud has a silver lining. Shows optimism and the ability to find positive aspects in difficult situations. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Learning these expressions isn't about memorizing a list. It's about understanding when and how to use them naturally. Each expression carries emotional weight and cultural context that makes your English rich and authentic. Let me tell you about my student Carlos. 6 months ago, he could barely hold a conversation without sounding robotic, but he committed to learning expressions like these and using them in real situations. Last month, he called me from New York, where he just landed his dream job. His new colleagues thought he was a native speaker. The difference? He stopped translating from his native language and started thinking in English expressions. Here's your homework, and I promise this will change everything. Choose 5 expressions from today's list that resonate with you. Practice using them in real conversations this week. Don't just memorize them, live them. feel them, make them part of who you are in English. Remember, every native speaker started exactly where you are now. The only difference between you and fluent speakers is that they've had more practice using expressions like these in real situations. But you know what? You have something they don't: determination, purpose, and the drive to improve. Your English journey isn't just about learning a language. It's about unlocking a new version of yourself. Every expression you master is a key that opens doors to new friendships, career opportunities, and life experiences you never imagined possible. So here's my challenge to you: don't just watch this video and forget about it. Take action, use these expressions, make mistakes, learn from them, celebrate your progress, and remember, I believe in you completely. You're not just learning English. You're becoming the confident, articulate person you were always meant to be. And that, my dear student, is absolutely incredible. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue this amazing journey together. Until then, remember, you've got this, and I'm here cheering you on every step of the way.